I got a pile of stuff today that I was going through and kind of rejecting some for today and deciding on others. The first one is this. It's DuraClear. It was all taped up. It has little compartments for ratchets, for bits, and also for bits here. And most of the bits are here. I can see why they taped it up. If you leave it in the wrong position, the bits can fall out. So a novelty, I think, more than anything. But the cool thing, it does have a flex shaft, and you can lock it. That's kind of cool. But we decided to set this one aside for the day. Then I went to this. This one is Fuller, dial-a-bit. And just what it says, you dial it, you pull out the bit, but actually it's more like these. You put it in and then you tighten it down. Cool. Novelty, not in the best of shape, maybe another day. And then everybody knows these. This one works in all three positions. It has a ton of bits with it. The push drill bits and a couple of screw bits. And like I said, it works. It's pretty gummy. It could probably use a good cleaning and lubricating. But we've all seen these. But then this one popped up, and I like it. I don't know why I like it. It's pretty rough. The name, let me see if you can read that, has been mostly, I'm not going to be able to save it because it's just painted on. Handy somebody, maybe it'll come up a little when Yankee Handyman. It has 8, all the original, well, all the push twist bits. The mechanism work. The mechanism works. And I just thought it'd be kind of, it's got a little aluminum, a bunch of really dingy plastic, but it's pretty. So, and look at clearly this was used in a lot of drywall dust applications. So I thought, probably a good one to do. We'll set the other ones aside, we'll get cleared up, and we'll dive right in. I took it in and gave it a quick Scotch-Brite rub down. Got a lot of the paint and drywall mud off it, but not all of it. And I was just sitting here with the cap, and there's some kind of, I don't know, you can't probably see it, but there's some sticky mess in there besides the drywall dried up stuff. So just trying to pick away at it and get it cleaned out. I haven't really attacked it with the chemicals yet, but I will. And this is definitely gonna need a lot of loving, some buffing, but we'll see. And I kind of set the bits aside for now because they're a whole nother case of caked on crap. I think they'll clean up pretty easy. Matter of fact, I should probably go soak them while we're playing with this and jibber jabbing. Yeah, see, it's just caked on. I think it's mostly drywall mud, but we'll see. And then the little holes, I did flush them out a little bit, but it didn't get out everything. I don't think anything will. Thought we might Q-tip them a little bit. Definitely want to make sure this thing is good and dried out from any moisture I got on it before we put bits back in. Yeah, it's definitely Yankee Handyman, so we will look that up before the day is through. And again, there just seems to be a buildup of caked on drywall mud. That's pretty much it. Let me squirt a little bit of PB on it. I just want to see if it'll break that down a little bit. It does have a port to oil it, so we can oil it back up when we're done. This, I'm sure there's a way, I don't know, looks press fitted, to take it apart further, but I don't see the need either for that. So, but lots of nooks and crannies, and we want to make sure that everything, yeah, look at that. Ew. Ew. Everything is clean, dry, and lubricated. Okay. I'll give it a couple squirts, and we'll see what that does. I started cleaning up the handle, and yeah, it's a Yankee Handyman from Stanley, and it's a model 46. The lettering and the numbers are almost gone. But I'm gonna polish it up a little bit, and I can't make it any worse in that respect. So we'll see what we can do. Danny, hi. You get priority. Be right back. Okay, well, that was quick, and it's already looking a lot better. The knurling really pops when it's cleaned out, all the gunk. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with the polish and see if we can bring a little shine back to it before we start paying attention to the handle and then the bits. But there's your trick. I'll be back. I don't know if this is a before and after or just it's not bad. I'm going to go through each, I'll show you. I'm going to go through each grit and just to see what that does without any polish, without any plastic cleaner. Just the finer and finer grits. I think I probably need to order some more of these, but okay, that's with no chemicals, no polishes. It did maintain a tiny bit of the original label, but I took it all the way down to 12,000 grit, and I tried to go lightly over that. Again, we're not getting out every single scratch, but we are making it presentable, usable, and boy, does it feel different in your hand already. I think we're going to switch over, and I'm going to try some, this is aluminum, and I have some aluminum mag polish. I'm going to try it on it. All right, that made a mess. I don't know, I'm hoping it looks better. I think it does. Again, we'll wipe off the residue here in a little bit when we're done, but let me clean up the bulk of it, and I think we'll switch to some plastics for the handle and see how that does. Yeah, that definitely, what a difference. And again, we still got to get to the bits. So when I looked it up, it looks like they come with like 4 bits, and I think I have 8. So bingo, or something, score, or yippee. Definitely want to make sure I get down in the little flutes. There's a little fluting here and a little fluting there, and I don't want those to stand out because they didn't get cleaned up. Boy, it's not a brand new plastic shine, but wow, it feels day and night better. Nothing like it. Nothing like a nice clean handle. Ah, beautiful. All right. I think that's it, except for bits. I'm gonna go do those those are going to be a quick cleanup. I'll show you if I think it's something worth seeing. But as a reminder, there they are. There they are. I scrubbed in between each flute with a Q-tip and some PB Blaster. Scrubbed each one down to get all the drywall off. Found that out of the 8, one of them had a different detent connection, so it's not meant for this kind of tool. So I put that in the toolbox to go with other things. So we're going to have 7 cleaned up and, wow, look like really good shaped bits here. I kind of like that one, and I oiled it. Everything does as it should. So let me grab a piece of wood and see if we can give it a test drive. All right, if you look, you've probably all seen these. I don't know. There's a little detent right here. You line it up, pop it in, good to go. And a little gentle pressure. This is just a piece of pine that I had laying around, but can we go all the way through it? I don't know. We sure can. Look at that. It worked. I popped through the back. I didn't back it up because I didn't care. So, but what a clean, quick hole. And we will put this, I don't know. I don't know who would use one still. I don't want to put it in a box. So let me think about it and we will send it on its way, but it's done. If you're still here, thank you. We spent a good part of 2 hours cleaning this thing up. Had a lot of fun in the shop. I love knurling. That never shows correctly. Woo! I love knurling. It didn't show correctly, did it? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I went ahead and did a little more clean off of the residual when I was done. But what a beautiful tool. I don't know where it's going to wind up. You know, if it's a hammer or a plier or a chisel, I pretty much know where they're going to go. This one, I got to find someone who will appreciate it and use it for what it is. So that's a little harder. But thank you for being here, and I hope... Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for being here, and I hope we see you next week. Bye.